and notify the operator of a lost arc. Many of the low-end machines don't offer this ability, which means you'll be wasting time and material. Another important feature of our software is the ability for you to build a library of settings, which saves time, especially when running different materials. Once you've decided on the pierce height, pierce delay, feed rate, arc voltage, set point, or any other cutting parameters, you can save these settings in the library. So the next time you run the same material, you simply select the setup and go. The feed rate is also adjustable on the fly while cutting at any point. The range is from 5% to 200% of the programmed feed rate. This can also be saved in the library, and all settings can be edited and resaved. And there's no limit to the number of setups you can have in your library. Our Dynatorch software can be switched from plasma to oxy-fuel torch cutting with a single click of the mouse. The settings for the preheat time, pierce time, and post-flow will be on your computer screen and are adjustable at any time. Cutting height can be jog and set, so the torch can retract between cuts and be controlled by jog buttons while cutting. The system remembers the last height while cutting as the position to come down and start the next cut. You can also adjust the pierce height higher to allow the torch to retract from the preheat height while piercing to prevent any tip fouling. After piercing, the torch automatically lowers to the cut height. For a wide variety of standard shapes, we have the Plasma Mate software with almost 50 parametric designs available. If you need a special one, just call, and we can add it to the Plasma Mate for you. We also have the Sheet Cam for manual nesting and G-code generation, or WeSim for full automated nesting, material process planning, and factory automation. Cutting Shop allows you to convert drawings and artwork to DXF cuttable files quickly and with less cleanup than almost any other vector conversion software. Designed to Fab allows quick creation of HVAC ductwork and fittings, including the most complicated branch types. The Dynatorch Drive Console is a simple box that will allow you to quickly connect your plasma, oxy-fuel, exhaust fan starter, or other external devices without using any special tools. The front of the panel contains the power switch and a large emergency stop button. Now, for one of the most important parts of the Dynatorch system, the motors. We use only brushless DC servo smart motors for all of our systems. You won't find a stepper motor anywhere, and for a very good reason. The smart motors we use contain encoder feedback, a drive amplifier, and a complete motion processor in every motor. You'll find that this eliminates those long encoder cables, separate drive amplifier boxes, and special motion control boards in your computer, and puts it all in one small package. This also eliminates electrical noise on all encoder cables, since everything is in the motor. Diagnosis allows any drive motor to be substituted for another motor, making repairs quick and simple. If you replace a motor, you're replacing the whole drive system for that axis, and you're done. These motors have extremely high power density and outperform much larger motors. In addition, unlike stepper motors, servo motors maintain a high torque throughout their high RPM range. The built-in encoder ensures absolute position control at all time because the motors report directly to the PC, not through a second box or board. The on-screen display of the machine's position is the actual position and not just what the computer commanded. You'll never lose position again. Our standard encoder position accuracy is one encoder count. Using our drives, there are 12,732 counts per inch. That's superior accuracy. We couple our motors to low backlash planetary gearboxes. We do not use belts or pulleys. The drive pinions are directly on the gearbox. This sealed assembly of servo motor and gearbox is what you expect in a high-end machine, and not found on machines in this price range. The gears are engaged into the racks using air pressure. A regulator on the machine allows setting this pressure and ensures you of smooth operation. Again, this is what you'll find on the high-end machines. Many other companies actually bolt the motors in place, which doesn't allow for any self-adjustment and causing breakage, binding, or loose operation of the machine in order to compensate. We encourage you to compare our drive racks to others. Instead of tiny racks, we use 3/4 inch by 1 inch racks. All of our systems utilize dual motors on the long axis. No drive shafts or triangle braces. This reduces the part count, simplifies installation and maintenance, and eliminates any shaking. The master and slave axis are coordinated using a noise-immune fiber optic link to share encoder signals. Every time you home the machine, it checks itself for squareness and locks the encoders together. We use only hard stops for the machine limits. When you home the machine, it lowers the motor torque and watches the encoder rather than the external switches, which are prone to dirt and failure. No other limits are required, and once homed, the machine will not allow motion beyond the software limits. The system will warn you if you open a file that exceeds the area on any side. You can then reposition and re-zero the machine, and it will recheck the file again. Even if the power in the plant goes down, when you restart and rehome the machine, it will remember exactly where your last program was on the table. Our gantry frames are constructed from 3/16 inch steel and welded together, then powder coated. All aluminum parts are anodized. We offer gantries in 4, 5, 6, and 8-foot widths. Our drop side design maintains the stability of the machine while allowing 3 sides to load or unload the table. The table frame may be supplied by us, or if you prefer, we'll supply drawings for those who have the capability of fabricating your own. Powder coating is optional for the table frame. We include all cable carriers with a gantry, as well as the guide rails and racks. Our rails come in 12-foot lengths to avoid splicing and ensure smooth operation on all tables up to 5 by 12 feet. Table lengths may be extended to 40 feet. However, this requires all joints be staggered on spliced sections, which we will handle for you. The long axis is guided by the precision ground and hardened V-rails that are self-cleaning. The short axis utilizes an oversized linear bearing assembly with a recirculating ball design and dual guide blocks. Our lifter station is an enclosed design using a linear guide and ball screw. This is superior compared to the Acme screw used on many machines. The enclosed slide is air purged to prevent any dirt intrusion. The ball screw rides on ball bearings, which reduces friction and ensures long life. We offer electronic collision detection optionally to stop the machine in the event of a tip-up or if something was left on the table that contacts the torch. Dynatorch also offers smoke and dust collectors for tables up to 6 by 12 foot. They contain no moving parts and do not require zoning. Our exclusive Venturi design is extremely efficient and keeps your shop's air clean. All of the drops are directed to the center channel and can be removed through the end cleanout door. We also offer laser crosshair locators to aid you in placing the torch over the material. While this may be a small component, it's an invaluable time saver you will not want to live without. Another popular feature, which is built right into the software, is the ability to use a gamepad joystick to move the torch, start and stop programs, or even cut using the joystick to separate a drop from the skeleton, which reduces your scrap storage. Many customers have chosen our optional tube rotator. This device allows you to cut tubes from 1 inch to 14 inches in diameter and weighing up to 300 pounds. The system is installed on the side of the machine, so you don't have to tear down the table cutting area to convert from plate to tube cutting. Both ends are free to allow cutoff profiles and lengths without repositioning. Overall, Dynatorch has the very best quality products and components for CNC plasma cutting at prices that cannot be beat. Finally, you can afford quality CNC machinery for your shop. Stop hand cutting and grinding and more grinding, only to get one part that looks like a hand-cut part. Smooth edges and precise repeatability makes parts you can be proud of, quickly and with little effort. If it can be drawn, it can be cut. save your eyes, your skin, and your lungs. Let a Dynatorch CNC gantry make your parts faster and better than you ever thought possible, and at a price you never thought possible.